Hey, how's it going, Fight fans? Welcome to Mind for Combat. If you're new to the channel, my name's Rohan, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down the upcoming women's Flyweight World Championship fight between world champion and pound for pound great Valentina Shevchenko, as she looks to defend her belt against the former strawweight world champion Jessica Andrade, who's just a tank of a fighter. This is a very fun fight, very important in the women's flyweight division, and for Valentina Shevchenko, this is going to be the biggest test she's had since she's dropped down to 125. With that said, let's go through this fight and let's break it down. Valentina Shevchenko is 33 years old. She fights Jessica Andrade, who's 29 years old. Now, both of these girls are in their physical and athletic primes. They've both shown that they've got the best of their career still ahead of them. Certainly Valentina Shevchenko just seems to be improving fight on fight. So this is a very exciting time for them to be meeting. Valentina Shevchenko is 19-3 and she fights Jessica Andrade, who's 21-8. Both very experienced world championship fighters. They've been there for a long time, main evented, and this is a huge card, but they actually I think third fight down from the main event. I think there's 2 more world title fights on top of this, so I don't think experience will be a factor in this fight. Valentina Shevchenko stands at 5'5", which makes her 4 inches taller than Jessica Andrade, who's 5'1", and she also enjoys a 4.5-inch reach advantage with a 66.5-inch reach, as opposed to Jessica Andrade's 62-inch reach. So that's a very, very interesting stat, especially when you consider the style of fight that Jessica Andrade is going to be bringing to this fight, and that what Valentina Shevchenko is going to want to do. I'm very interested to see how she utilizes that size. Valentina Shevchenko, to describe her sort of style, well, she's all round. She can do everything. There's nothing in mixed martial arts that she can't do, but where she shines, in my opinion, is her stand-up. She's obviously a multiple-time world champion kickboxer with a 52-2 record, but she's an all-round fighter that has stand-up striking to me. Jessica Andrade is a brawler. She's really strong. She's a tank. She likes to dump people on their heads, but she also carries big power and she wings big punches. This is a very, very interesting stylistic matchup, and I think the fight is going to be very, very entertaining for fans as well. Some of their key wins. So Valentina Shevchenko was at this point getting a legendary resume. She's of course beaten the likes of Holly Holm and Jessica Penne at 135. She had a couple of close fights with Amanda Nunes. I gave her the second fight in my opinion, but it doesn't really matter because she didn't get the win at the end of the day. So it is what it is. I would love to see that trilogy. But she's also beaten the likes of Joanna Jędrzejczyk, the former strawweight world champion. She obviously decimated Jessica Ai, a long-time top contender in the division. She's beaten Katlyn Chookagian, who's a top contender as well. And of course, she's beaten Liz Carmouche to revenge her only of a loss. For Jessica Andrade, she's also got a great resume. She's beaten the likes of Raquel Pennington. She's beaten the likes of Rose Namajunas. She dunked her on her head. She beat Katlyn Chookagian herself to make her impact waves in the division when she debuted. She's also beaten the likes of Claudia Gadelha and Karolina Kowalkiewicz, 2 fights that I think a lot of, and she brings an incredible resume into this fight as well. For Valentina Shevchenko, the issues for me are pretty non-existent, but I do find that she gets into cruise control when the fight, she's just dominating the fight. If she doesn't finish the fight, I guess she just gets in cruise control, which is kind of a negative thing you can say. Maybe there might be a chink in her armor where she might be get caught or something like that. And then for Jessica Andrade, I think the biggest issue is going to be that she's so wild, she's so open with her striking. That superior striker like Valentina Shevchenko is just going to be able to pick her apart with the shots that she uses. The X factor for Valentina Shevchenko is going to be her all-round game and her crisp stand-up, and the S factor for Jessica Andrade is going to be her punching power. With that said, let's get into the prediction. This is a very fun fight, and I think this fight is going to be handled on the feet. I think Jessica Andrade has got good takedowns, but I don't think she'll take Valentina Shevchenko down. I don't think that Valentina Shevchenko is going to go for takedowns. I think we're going to see this fight handled on the feet. On the feet, I think Valentina Shevchenko is going to pick her apart. I think Jessica Andrade is very dangerous, particularly the fact that she's dangerous for 25 minutes. She's going to be swinging punches, and I think in the first round, Valentina Shevchenko is going to be incredibly conservative as she gets her timing and pacing figured out. As the fight goes on and she figures out her timing and pacing and the way that she fights, I think Valentina Shevchenko is going to start to pour it on to Jessica Andrade, and I think the more she pours it on Jessica Andrade, I think the more we're going to see Valentina Shevchenko lean on a gap. If you remember back to Joanna Jędrzejczyk's fight with Jessica Andrade, Joanna was able to utilize her movement and her numbers, pressure, activity for the win. I don't think that this fight's going to be dissimilar. I just think Valentina Shevchenko hits harder than Joanna, and I think she's going to be physically stronger as well, so I don't think she's going to have the same concerns that Joanna did against Jessica Andrade. It's a very exciting fight, but I'm picking Valentina Shevchenko to win a dominant, unanimous decision. After 1-2 rounds of it being particularly competitive, I think Valentina Shevchenko is just going to ride away with the victory. Anyways, why don't you lot comment below, let me know how you see this fight going. Very excited for this fight, so cannot wait for this one. If you're new to the channel, remember to like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Thank you for watching. I'm Rohan, and this is Mindful Combat.